Put your name on it. Just put your name on it. That's all I say. Be a man or a woman. Put your name on it.
Well, I'd like to hear about it, potheads.
How the fuck you gonna know how to be great if you don't study greatness? Look at the game change.
Donuts.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you're not a bad-looking man, Mr. Gals.
But you are, Blanche. You are in that chair.
There's something wrong with us. Something very, very wrong with us.
Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, yeah.
Media
At Joe Prano, Praino.
whatever. And here comes Chewy.
Whoa, what's up, Jay?
Dustin Ybarra.
Yeah, buddy, Ybarra.
I'm over here.
I know, I like looking at the camera.
Oh, that's good.
What if I did it the whole time like that? Yeah, you know, I grew up in San Antonio. I like nachos.
That's what
bro.
they do. That's like a very funny skill set. They do it on football games. They'll be like, and I'll tell you something else, Troy. This Raiders offense is going to have to figure out a way to convert on third down. And they go, that's absolutely right, Mike.
It's like opposite. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
You're the reason I almost was shot to death.
No, really? Wow. You and my mom. That's crazy.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
Chewy, you're sober.
Yeah.
And I picked you up. We have the same agent that got us both into rehab.
Good guy. Yeah.
Matt Frost was like, no, fuck that. You're going.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, if he's not going to book me, what am I going to do?
Yeah, I like how we were also like, because we were gonna die, but it was really like, well, I don't want to lose gigs, you know, like that's what actually did it. Like, I got to be able to audition.
And the gigs get worse and worse and worse. You're like, I'm at the Star Bowl in Fontana. I can't.
Yeah, I can't get out of that.
So I offered to go pick you up and drive you to rehab.
Yes, you did.
So you give me your
Thank you.
address. It's like, 1234 11th Street. So I go to 1234 11th Street, and there is a monster truck in the driveway with like big steer horns on the grill. And I'm like,
Texas
wow,
boy.
Chewy is doing good. Like, and he's from Texas. I didn't
Makes
know
sense.
I didn't know he made this kind of money to have. It's an actual monster truck in the driveway. And I look, and the door is open. He's waiting for me. So I walk into the house, and I believe I come in just slanging. And I'm like, drop your cocks and grab your socks, gentlemen. We're going to rehab. A skinhead gets off the couch and walks towards me and goes, can I help you? I had the wrong house.
Yeah.
He was in like 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half. He was in the house behind the house.
I have one of those half addresses. Yeah.
But the guy
You're like, I'm behind the skinhead.
Yeah, exactly.
You
That's how I
should've
give
said that.
directions. Yeah. If you see the skinhead, keep going straight. Yeah.
And you seem to love what I said when I walked into your apartment.
What did you say? I love what you haven't done with the place. That's it. And because I was on one for like a good, like, it was a while, So, whenever you're doing drugs and alcohol, you're not exactly
Yeah, you were
vacuuming.
on one. He had a fucking seizure at a meeting with me and Sully.
I wasn't on the drugs that made you clean, whatever those were. I think meth, doesn't that make you like clean and stuff?
What?
Yeah, those
Like clean up, like OCD clean.
Yeah, like OCD clean. Like they're always like, I gotta scrub, I gotta scrub.
So I invite him to a meet. I go, meet me at this place down in wherever. And he goes, I don't feel so good, bro. I go, when you go to the bathroom, put some water on your face. And as I say face, he just grand mal seizure.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, it was crazy, man.
Was that your first seizure?
Yeah. So I'm at the meeting and like it was my first seizure. And so I get up and I start going to the bathroom. I fall down and I stand back up, like, cause I'm like, I'm okay. It's just a seizure. It's fine. And then I take a few other steps and I fall down again, hit my head. Jay comes over to me. He's like, he's petting my head. Very sweet moment, by the way. He's like, he kisses me on the forehead. He's like, this is going to be the best day of your life. And it was. It was one of those moments. It was like a movie moment, And I could hear the ambulance coming and everything. And do you remember there was this lady that, like, because you know how whenever there's something happening, people got to bring it back to them? She was like looking over me like, oh my God, my son's name is Dustin. It's like, that doesn't help at all, Like, how is that?
You'll remember that forever, though.
Yeah, and then so I didn't get on the ambulance because I remember thinking, I'm like,
well, before that though, there was a lady it was her sober anniversary.
Okay, I didn't know if we could talk. Yeah,
some fat lady in a Mookie Betts jersey that could barely button steps over his body and takes her cake.
Yeah, no one stops singing Happy Birthday.
Happy
They're like,
birthday to. He's like, you just pulled a fish onto the boat, like.
Yeah.
Keep coming back. I look at Sully. I'm like, and Sully just looks, South Boston guy looks at me and goes, best meeting ever.
I am a legend over there now.
Yeah?
At that place. Yeah, everyone comes up and, hey, you're the guy that had the seizure. I'm like, come on. You want a picture or something? I'm like, come on.
Just take it out of focus.
Yeah. I'm good. I was a little shook up, but hey.
Hey now. Your movie comes out today. We're filming this on Friday, so the movie's out right now. One of them days. You're the white guy in a black movie.
Half Mexican guy, which is,
Are you really though?
Yeah, I am.
How Mexican are you?
Half? What do you mean how Mexican am I?
Do you speak Spanish?
No.
I mean,
So I'm not that Mexican. I'm very Taco Bell Mexican.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm a Crunchwrap Supreme type of Mexican.
not like taco.
Truck Mexican?
Not taco. Truck. I'm trying to walk you.
I'm
into
not
bits.
menudo. Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, just
Okay.
you got to work with Keke Palmer, bro.
Keke Palmer, that was awesome.
And SZA.
SZA. I
Is
didn't
she
work
related
with
to
SZA.
Jizza or RZA?
I don't know, maybe. They need to do it. 23 and
That's not her real name. Her real name's Sizzler. She shortened it.
I love Sizzler. Nah, I was in that with Keke Palmer, was the person I was in the scene with. And I guess the part was like a reshoot or something. So they had already filmed the whole movie. And they're like, yeah, audition for this. Audition, got it. Did it at Sony. I had a stunt man, which is crazy. You ever have a stunt man?
When you get blown through the wall?
Yeah. Stuff. And so they don't like you're just like walking around the corner and then you see this dude that is wearing all your exact same clothes and he's got like a wig on and the stuntmen are like they're jacked and stuff. So he's like in a fat suit and he's coming up. Yeah, I know, poor guy. He's like, man, I'm so hot in here. I'm sweaty. I'm like, this is my life, bro.
I've had stuntmen. They always have. It's always they put them in those weird wigs.
Oh yeah,
like you just said. Yeah, it's very surreal to just see yourself almost face to face.
Oh, bro, it's great because you're like, it's almost like someone's trying to steal your life. Yeah. Very single white female.
I've learned that stuntmen will take every moment to prepare that's allotted to them. If you tell a stuntman, it's kind of like getting a bald cap put on at Saturday Night Live. If you got to do, I've had him put on during a commercial break, 3 minutes and 30 seconds. But I've also been told to get there at noon for the 11:30 live show, and they just sculpt the perfect bald head.
Yeah.
So a stunt guy, if you give him 2 days, they will take all up until we really got to go, guys.
Yeah. Oh no, this guy was into it too, because he would show me. He's like, unisuit we did yesterday, and he's just showing me him like getting blown through the wall, and I'm like looking at him. It's kind of like getting someone else to like watch your stand-up bit. He's like, that was pretty good, right? I'm like, yeah, that was pretty good. Well, look at this one. You think, did that look real? And I'm like, yeah, it looked pretty real to me. They pulled you back.
I hate to say it, but I just never care.
Yeah, you got to feign inches. This guy's putting his life on the line for you.
I know. You know what the best stuntman thing I had was me and Keanu Reeves had this crazy fight scene in Street Kings.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, I'm committing a rape.
Oh, wow.
And he breaks it up on a cop's wife. And then like he breaks it up. We fight in the living room. We break a fish tank. We fight up the stairs into a bedroom, out the window of the bedroom, onto the garage, onto the hood of a, like it's nuts.
Whoa.
So the stuntmen take like forever to do it. And they walk us through the whole fight. And then they go, so we'll do it in pieces. And Keanu Reeves goes, shall we just dance? And I was like, yeah, like he was in the Matrix, and we did it like one take.
Oh, nice.
Just blah, 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 just out the window, smash my nose up.
Oh, that's fun.
It was great. Oh, we were in like the hood, like literally like Crips and Bloods were security, like on bikes on the perimeter, like 3 a.m. in the morning. So I am bleeding out of my nose. I'm jacked. Like I got so jacked for this part on Street Kings. I'm a plainclothes cop with like the cool badge necklace.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when they just take the necklace out and they got the big badge. I have like a cannon on my hip and cuffs and
this dirty cop looking.
Yeah. And they go like, you need to ride back to base camp? And I'm like, really just like this after this fight scene. I go, I'm going to walk. So I'm walking like through the hood. It's like 3 a.m. Friday night, Saturday morning. And guys are just like coming back from the club and they just see this cop bleeding crossing the street. Like everyone was just like, like, hey, man. I was like, man.
They didn't take. You got to keep the prop gun with you. Usually they. Take
I
that.
was dressed. I was just this
there.
cop bleeding with a gun, like staggering down the street in the hood, and they were just like, "Eee."
That's crazy.
I'm lucky
Did you get hit in that at all? Like for real? Like did
Yeah,
you get
my
hurt?
nose got all cracked up.
Bro, I did a scene. I was in this show, The Player, and Wesley Snipes was in it. And like he's supposed to come up behind me and put me in a chokehold, and I pass out. And he like before the scene, he's like, "Okay, I just want you to know I'm gonna really choke you." And I'm like, "Okay." I like for real, and he's like, "Yeah, and you might pass out." I'm like, "Are you serious?" So he comes up behind me, and he really chokes me, man. And then he actually like.
What am I, the IRS?
It was right after that too. So Wesley Snipes was great, dude.
Yeah,
he was because it was right after all that IRS stuff too, you know. So I feel like he was just kind of doing the show for money type of thing. I remember one day we were on set. And like the directors, sometimes they'll like rent an ice cream truck, you know, if it's their last day. So we rented the ice cream truck, and Wesley Snipes shows up late, and he sees everybody eating ice cream, and the director's like, "Okay, let's shoot this scene." He's like, "Okay, you guys are eating ice cream. Can I have some?" He's like, "Well, we got to shoot this shot." He's like, "Okay, what if my character was eating ice cream?" And we're all like, "Well, you know, we got to do this scene, Wesley." He's like, okay. But in real life, I would like some ice cream, please.
Is Wesley Stallone?
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
hey, I wasn't on SNL, bro.
Yes.
I would like some ice cream. Yeah. I'm Wesley Snipes.
So you saw the premiere of One of Them Days?
No, it got canceled because of fires.
Oh.
I know. See, it affects all of us, guys.
Chewy's.
Set up a GoFundMe for me.
I've been displaced from my premiere.
I asked Christy too, my fiance. I was like, "Hey, should I post something?" And she's like, "Oh my God, you're so stupid. Do not do that." I'm like, "Okay."
Cue the Sarah McLachlan music.
Yeah.
I couldn't go to my premiere.
I was gonna make so many connects.
So, but you went to a screening. You were just telling me about it in my house.
I didn't go to a screening. I went to a straight up like
you went
public like movie
okay.
theater. It was awesome though because like there was I didn't know when I was coming up in the movie, and I'm in like the beginning, and so I'm walking and I'm sitting there, and this lady next to me, like when I come on the screen, she's like, and I'm like, yeah, that's me.
You're hard to miss.
I am hard to miss. But Christy was pissed because like I was like, can you get us some popcorn? And she's like, okay, and she goes get some popcorn.
You asked her to go get you popcorn?
Yeah, well, I said at first, I was like, I'll go get the popcorn. And then she was like, no, I'll just go get it. And then she missed my scene. And was
No.
like, oh, yeah, she was pissed the whole movie, dude.
Oh, why didn't you get it on the way in?
Hey, we were running late. I know. Hey, I'm here on time.
Yeah, you were. We came over to the house. I made him breakfast.
Yeah, bacon.
I was gonna
and
say
eggs.
he's here on time because you brought him.
Scrambled.
Yeah,
No, he's reliable.
I'm
guy.
pretty. Yeah, I'm reliable now.
You also
Joe.
see him on the TV show Ghosts with our boy Utkarsh.
Yeah.
Who was last episode. Big hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was at the Jerry Maguire premiere was on a cruise ship. Very cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Like they rented it out?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that would suck if it was an active cruise ship, like like old people walking by.
It was an insane clown posse crew. It was a Juggalos cruise.
I love those. I've seen advertisers for those, and I love themed cruises. You know, like
isn't the theme food poisoning though? Always?
I went on a cruise with my mom one time.
Any action? Did you hook up with anybody?
I was like 14. No, I got in trouble because we stopped in Mexico and I grabbed a bottle of vodka and I took it in and it got confiscated from me.
You grabbed it in Mexico and brought it back on the boat?
Yeah. Because I thought it was like, oh, it's legal down here. I'll drink. And I didn't even drink back then, but I was like, this will be cool.
You stole it or you bought it?
I bought it.
Why? You can't bring outside booze on the ship?
No, not if you're like underage.
Nah, we're in Mexico.
I know, dude.
Not a Carnival cruise, obviously.
Oh, Carnival cruise.
Carnival, you do whatever
they'll
you
give
want.
anything.
Do you?
I don't know.
I don't
Yeah.
know. It seems that seems like my absolute worst nightmare is to be on a cruise ship, like performing on a cruise ship where everyone recognizes you and you're at sea and you can't go anywhere because everybody goes to the shows.
Yeah.
So then you're just by the pool and just nonstop, like, hey.
Oh, I would love that. I'd be like, oh, follow me on Instagram.
You know what? You've convinced me.
Yeah.
I need more Instagram followers.
You need to sell shirts too.
If I could do my 1 year sobriety over again,
Yeah.
merch.
Merch. That's it. Yeah. Jay's
It's like,
one.
oh, he's got 1 year. So, no, just say 1 year, picture of like a 1 year medallion.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Everybody would buy one for their sponsees and stuff.
Dude, can we do that? I got a machine to make them.
Merch. because I don't have time to say merchandise. So me and Frosty went to go see Jerry Maguire in the theater in Times Square. And we're surrounded by black guys, and there's a gay couple right in front of us. And so Eric Stoltz and Cameron Crowe have this deal that Eric Stoltz is in every Cameron Crowe movie, even with a cameo. Like, they just made this deal. So in the very beginning, it's Jerry Maguire's bachelor party, and Eric Stoltz is giving a toast. And the gay guy in front of us goes, "Is that Eric Stoltz?" And his husband goes, "No." Like, they've been arguing about Eric Stoltz for a week. But it was Eric Stoltz.
Was that movie?
Is that Eric Stoltz? No.
Was that like your first big movie?
It was my first movie.
Okay, my first like big movie was the Cameron Crowe 2, the We Bought a Zoo thing.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I
And
remember,
Matt Damon, right?
Yeah.
He's cool.
He is cool. Everyone was cool on that movie, man.
If you're a jerk on a Cameron Crowe movie, you probably won't. I don't know.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, and it's a chill, like relaxed
so chill.
vibe, you know?
So then I'm not in Jerry Maguire for like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And then when I come back on screen after the NFL draft, one of the black guys behind us goes, "Oh, here comes this motherfucker again. Guy Smiley."
Guy Smiley.
Guy Smiley. "Oh, here comes this motherfucker again. Guy Smiley." So one of them days, is it dem spelled like D-E-M or days? Is it D-A-Y-Z?
They should have done it like that.
I really thought it was. Maybe it's because of SZA.
Yeah,
I thought there was a Z in it somehow.
No, it's one of them days. Yeah.
What's the movie about, Chewy?
It's kind of like a lot of people are comparing it to like Friday, you know, like that type
Yeah.
of movie, like a comedy like that. And I saw it, and it is hilarious because normally sometimes like after my scene, I'll just leave, you know. Like I remember, dude.
Yeah.
Bro, when I was in Pacoima, me and my buddies, I came out in that movie Hop, and we're like, "Oh, let's go see it." So then I came out and did my thing, and we're like, "Yeah!" And then we went and got our money back. We're like, "Yeah, this isn't our thing," you know.
What'd you play in Hop?
I was a male guy. I had a scene with Chelsea Handler and the dude Cyclops, James Marsden. Yeah, it was really fun.
That's like a man's man.
He is a man's man. He's cool. He's a cool guy.
Who's the coolest guy you ever worked with?
Coolest guy that I ever worked with? Dude, I love Jason Ritter. He's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jason Ritter was great. We did 2 shows together. This first one we did was called Us and Them, and it was like my first.
When you say
big-
show, you mean movie?
No, TV show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we did like 7 episodes, and it never came out, dude.
So The Player, you said a show.
Yeah.
It was a TV show.
Yeah.
Oh,
It wasn't a movie. Oh.
Well, The Player was a famous movie. I was just trying to figure, like,
It might have been a remake.
I've seen this movie a lot. I never saw Chewie or Wesley Snipes.
Or
in The
Wesley
Player.
Snipes eating ice cream.
Can my character have some ice cream in this movie?
Could I have some ice cream?
Have you ever had to cry on camera?
Oh yeah, like one time, and something that never came out.
How'd you do it?
Well, how'd I do it? I just thought of something really sad. I'm that guy. I'll have a memory that I can go to and unlock, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sean Patrick Flannery gave me the best advice on Suicide Kings. I'm like, you cry really well. How do you do it? Because I heard like, oh, Martin Sheen thought about his parents' death and it got him to that headspace and this
really?
and that just nothing worked for me. And Sean Patrick Flannery goes, bro, you just got to believe this shit's real to the point where it upsets you. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense to me. Like I'm playing make believe.
Yeah.
Like if little kids are playing house and you go like, you're the baby and you're in trouble and now you have to cry. They're just going to start crying.
That is true.
They're not going to go like, well, how am I going to get there?
Yeah. Well, I'm no Daniel Day-Lewis. I just kind of.
You think so?
I'm not, you know. So I'll just kind of like, I'll go with just, I'll YouTube. I've YouTubed how to act before, you know. She's yeah,
Really?
Yeah. Oh, dude, yeah, bro.
Like you're changing a tire.
Yes.
You get tutorials on
Dude,
YouTube.
When
My
I
wife
first
does,
got
yeah.
sober, I YouTubed how to talk to people. And I was like watching this YouTube of some high schooler with Riz, like, okay, bro, here's what you got to do. You say, what's up, man? You don't talk about yourself. You talk about them. Say, how you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm taking notes. Like, whoa, I got to talk to people.
You know Tom Chenault?
Yeah.
Best
Good
advice.
talker.
Because he goes, it's about being interested, not being interesting.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, I've done my entire life wrong.
Yeah.
Everybody I ever meet, I'm like, and then I did this, and then this happened, and then this, and on the way in, this happened. And can you believe that guy said that to me? And I should have said this. Just whatever you're saying is really interesting to me.
Yeah.
That's how you close a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're interesting right now. Now I'm going to try to take that right now in the moment. Joe, that's an awesome hat. That's so
Thanks, man.
cool, bro.
Joe, how long have you loved the Mets? Your whole life?
My whole life. Well, since I was like 6. Yeah, since I went to my first Mets game.
Being
And I was
six,
just
that's
like,
cool.
oh my God, this is. My dad's Italian immigrant, so I was like nothing about sports. And then I went to Mets game. I was like, this is the best shit ever.
Give me your top 3 Mets of all time.
Well,
I know one.
Keith Hernandez. Look at my face. It's like if Gary Carter had been my favorite player, I'd have a perm right now. But Keith Hernandez.
You thought that was
won.
going to get a laugh, didn't you?
By the way, I don't know any like Mets stuff. It
No, this is
sounded
good.
funny though. I should have laughed. I should've-
Keith Hernandez, he had a very famous mustache.
Okay.
A lot of coke.
Yeah. He's got to be one. Howard Johnson, gamer.
Howard
Yeah.
Johnson,
30,
the hotel
30.
guy.
And then I gotta go. I gotta go. Johnny Franco.
No Daryl, no Straw.
They very, it was so sad. Like the memories of Daryl and Straw are just like sad ones because what could have been.
Yeah. Yeah, and no Gooden.
No good.
I'm amazed when I see footage of the 86 Mets. I lived in ignorance for a long time at the magnitude of Ray Knight. Like he was the guy.
Yeah.
Married to Nancy Lopez.
Nancy Lopez. Ugh. Whoa.
LPGA. Chewy, have you ever gotten caught? This is for everybody.
Yeah.
It's going to be my running question.
Okay.
Tell us if you ever been caught masturbating.
Oh man. Yeah. Yes. Horrible, bro. Horrible story. Bro, okay, so I was raised like super religious. Like I'm talking like I couldn't do anything. And
Well, what religion?
Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, no
Yeah.
birthdays?
No birthdays,
No
no
Christmas.
Christmas.
No dice.
Yeah, none of that. So I remember like the first day we got a computer, the very first day that we got a computer and internet, I set it up in my room, and literally like hours after the connection was open, I'm looking at porn. My mom walks in and sees me, and she's like, "Oh, Dustin," and I lost.
Were you wearing like pants,
Oh no, I think I was like just in there, man.
butt naked?
Yeah, butt naked. I thought she had went to sleep, and then all of a sudden, oh, Dustin.
And it was a dial-up, so you had to wait for the
Bro,
picture to come down.
What, dude? I kept refreshing the same scene, like just because it would only load like a little bit at a time.
Your mom thought
It
you
was
bought it.
buffering.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, so I was like just like repeat.
Your mom thought you bought a dolphin.
Dude, that was embarrassing. And so then afterwards we had to talk about it and stuff, and she was just like disappointed.
Our Lord and Savior would never.
Yeah. Well, he didn't have DSL internet, Mom.
Wow. Well, I was butt naked too. I told you that story.
Oh, being butt naked is the worst.
I had the old neck massager that you plug into the wall.
Oh,
like
no.
the big one.
Yeah.
I was working at Jackhammer on the street. I was like this. This is like 5 years ago.
Spread eagle.
My assistant walked in.
Oh no.
I said it's exactly what it looks like. But she kind of did like a dump. She left and came back. Like she really just glitched. Like, I'm like, it's exactly what it looks like.
I'm picturing it in my mind, and it is so hot.
I got caught twice.
In the same day?
No. I was in high school. MTV was big. and
Yeah.
I think it was the Cars. Uh-oh, it's magic. Because there's a pool scene. He's walking on water in the pool. And I just looked at so it's like the couch, the TV, and the back. We came in the back door of my house all the time.
Yeah.
Just the driveway. And it was just my sister and my mom holding groceries.
No.
And I'm like, so
Tell me they dropped the groceries and the milk went everywhere.
Yeah, you ain't lying. As soon as I saw them, I couldn't hold it in. Foreshadowing to my entire porn history.
Oh my God.
So then I ran out the front door of the house, which
Yeah.
is right here. I don't have shoes on.
No.
I run down the street to this kid's house.
It's all bonered up.
And I was like, bro, you have no idea what just happened to me. And I made, for 13, I made the mistake of telling him.
Yeah, I was like,
And you're in trouble when he goes, yeah, I don't do that, man. That was his response. Like, no, hey, I don't do that. Fuck you. I don't do that, man.
Wow.
I was like, what? I go to school the next day, and the story is I was watching ZZ Top Legs. She's got legs. And I was on the coffee table. That's how the story from 4 in the afternoon.
Like standing on the coffee table?
No, laying on the coffee
laying on the coffee.
So I walk into like social studies and I just hear like kids going, she's got legs. It took me half a day. And then my nickname was Cremora. Creamer for the coffee. Hey, Cremora. Hey, Cremora. She's got legs.
I remember that ZZ Top CD, the album cover was very hot, you know? You would just block out the dudes and then it'd be like just that hot, those hot chicks there.
I'm going to go hot album cover. Well, you can't say, you know, what is it? Traffic? There's like a 12. How do you get away with a 12-year-old naked girl on your album cover? Is that Traffic?
Man.
I don't know.
So she's like holding a model airplane. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
We'll put it on the screen. Yeah. Black Crowes, Amorica.
Oh, wow. Bush with the flag in it. Very patriotic.
American flag with Bush
very
peeking
symbolic,
over the top.
Bush and the flag.
It's like Mexicans coming over the wall. A little bit.
Yeah.
You write a lot. By the way, before we even get into anything, so like I said, we're Happy Handsome Tuesday. Friday, they banned TikTok.
And we just started your TikTok.
Ugh.
Yeah, I just started getting traction on my TikTok because I've been metal detecting and streaming it, and now it's like, there goes that.
For the chicks.
Yeah, exactly. Why else would I do it? Yeah. Hang on to your panties, ladies. I metal detect.
I'm so glad it's gone because I figure I've never been a TikTok guy, so I just leapfrogged like 300 comedians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now I just need like Austin, Texas to go away in an earthquake. If I could just get Austin out.
You ever have that thought, like, if there's a nuclear explosion in Hollywood while I'm gone, I'll get all the acting jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But TikTok, like, we just had West LA is gone, and I'm watching like, oh no, now I can't do booty dances with my cat. Like, oh, I'm a gay guy, no more makeup tutorials. Like, what the are you guys serious? TikTok? I looked at my wife this morning. I go, we're talking about TikTok. I felt like Allen Iverson.
I told my fiance this morning, I go, a lot of TikTok comedians are about to go from what do you do for a living to how's everything tasting?
You guys want more bread?
Yeah.
Yeah.
TikTok, like what? I hate it. And everything they show on the news.
Follow at JMohr37 on TikTok.
It's gone. At JMohr37 Instagram, and that's it. Everything they show, like, and all these accounts, like every, what is it called? A JPEG or file, whatever. Every hangnail, dog tail.
Thumbnail.
Yeah. I want to punch the person in the. It's always like.
You gotta have it. I've learned that you've got to have an interesting thumbnail. It's got to say controversial. Like, you got to have some kind of like, if you're doing a joke about chicken.
It's got to say like, Wesley Snipes choked me.
Yeah, exactly. You know? If you're doing a joke about McDonald's, like, never eat here again. And then you do the, hey, I got
why
some
McDonald's almost killed me.
Yeah, it's got to have some catchy.
What you don't know about shrimp.
I brought Wesley Snipes to McDonald's.
Yeah.
It's so like what are
walking in on Jay Moore masturbating.
Whoa, hey, so many views.
So many. That's why TikTok's banned, man. They knew you were coming.
Wow. How about you ban it because my son stares at it like a zombie?
Well, it's not like he's gonna look like TikTok's gonna be gone. He's gonna I'm gonna go outside and play soccer. He's just gonna find something else.
You don't know about my son.
I do know your son.
Oh my God. My boy.
Oh, your son is awesome. One of the best times with Jay's son is like, so Jay gave
my youngest, my
13-year-old. He gave me his credit card. He's like, you and Mackie go grab some food. And like, we're walking there and we look at each other and he's like, you want to get because we're going to get burgers. And he was like, you want to get loaded fries too? And I'm like, yeah, dude.
My son will order 2 entrees if I'm not paying attention.
We did. We ordered so much. It was like we had Jay's credit card. I wanted it to be like him getting his bill and be like, $1,000 at Buffalo Wild Wings? What was this? Me and Mackie, we had so many plates in front of us. It looked like we closed a deal. You know, like it looked like we just closed some big Hollywood thing and we're celebrating.
Would you be a good emperor or a bad emperor or dictator?
Bro, I'd be a bad. I think about this: good king or bad king. It's not, I'd be a bad king. It would be too much power. You know how it's like King Richard the Brave. I'd be like, Sir Dustin the perv. Be like, you fuck him. You stick his dick in that mouth. You.
Why is it all gay stuff?
I don't know.
I'd make like animals fight.
Oh, I would. Oh, bro, there would be so many animal fights.
I got an owl versus a hippo. It's gonna take a while, but the owl's gonna wear him down.
Yeah.
Like, you want to talk about a gambling line and like a
my
sports
God.
book? Owl versus hippo? Hippos. And I would sell it. These rubes. I'd be like, hippos are responsible for more deaths than sharks and, whatever combined. And they'll be like, yeah, all right, I'll go with the hippo. I'm like, stupid ass.
The Owl's plus 140 on FanDuel.
Yeah, you put a little machete on
Make sure
his
to
leg.
sign up with promo code J.
Promo code J.
I would be a wizard king. Like I would have a wizard that they'd be like the smart people would be like, sir, I think we should do this. Let me ask my wizard. He's like, I don't trust him. I'm like, off with his head. Suck his dick.
Off with his head. Give him head.
Yeah.
Make him suck his own dick with his severed head. Actually, do it to me. I'm gonna see if
I would ask my
I always
wizard.
thought I'd taste good.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Do you have
I'd
any
marry
bits?
so many cousins, it'd be crazy. So many alliances in the kingdom.
You'd be good on Big Brother, I think.
Yeah, you think so?
It's my favorite show in the world. You write more than most guys that I know. Like, you're always writing.
I try to always, right?
No, you compared to, like, I don't write. I write on stage.
Yeah.
Do you have bits? I know you do, but bits that do better than you think they were going to do, where you're genuinely surprised, and bits that, like, every night you're like, damn it, I know this is funny.
Yeah.
Fuck these people.
I have because I have my whole set. Like, I'll write everything down in a document and I'll print it out in really tiny font, and then I'll try things out, and then I'll try it out like 3 or 4 times. If I believe in it, I'll give it like a 4th time. But if it doesn't hit after that, I have this little section that's the graveyard. That's where I put all the jokes that just don't hit, and I love them.
Tell
still.
us some of the graveyard jokes.
Yeah.
Oh, the graveyard jokes. One of them is like how I went and saw my friend get baptized, and he's like,
I like this topic.
bro,
Joe.
I thought
Joe,
it would
this is good
kill.
stuff,
I
right?
thought it would kill. So
Growing up's getting dunked. We used to do that all the
yeah,
time.
my buddy, he got baptized, but it's an adult. It's like a dude who got out of prison. He's like, you come to my baptism. And I'm like, okay. And you think it's going to be like somewhere like indoors or something, but then we go to the beach, Venice Beach, which it's not exactly the Jordan River. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a holy place. So, and the guy dunking them is just like he's not even taking time with people. Like, because there was so many. I think they had a Groupon that day or something on baptisms. So he's just like, prah, 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 prah. And then I talk about it more. Like, how are you going to wash your sins? And this homeless dude's washing blood off of his pants. And
I like this bit enough.
then at the end, I'm like, where do you want to go? He's like, there's a Hooters up the street. And I'm like, but I get it. Because it's like whenever you pay off a credit card, you're like, all right, let's rack this shit up now.
Right.
I thought
How about you, Joe? You
Doesn't
got bits
work.
No, who says it doesn't? Well,
The audience.
when you
Yeah.
when you go local, like with Venice, that's the trouble for me on the road is when I do a local reference.
But then I describe it. Venice, it's not exactly a holy place. There's like syringes.
They don't know what Venice is.
They don't, you know.
You got bits that like, why won't this bit work?
Yeah, I usually know why they're not going to work, but then I'm always like, I can make this work. I have a bit about how when you're boarding a plane, all the groups that go before you, and the one that really bothers me is the military in active military. And now active military, I'm like, I have a job, I have mileage. This guy dropped out of fucking high school because he got a DUI, and now he's fucking over in Iraq killing people for oil. It's like, yeah, but first him. And people always are like, absolutely not.
Yeah, that joke's terrible.
Yeah. I get horrible. Like, yeah.
That's bad, Joe.
And then I gotta.
How about this? But I like the idea of active military. Like, active military, like, I don't think he's at the Delta terminal at Chicago O'Hare. Like, if he's active,
Yeah.
what's he doing on my Southwest flight to Reno?
Yeah, I think about that. Like, active is just a funny, like sexually active. You know?
Like, what about sexually active military?
Sexually active military.
What about a sexually active shooter?
Sexually
Crazy.
active senior citizens with disabilities.
Oh man,
They just roll.
they're
Cowboy.
active. Like it's like you gotta keep he's jumping around.
My Dateline bit where I go, they always go like, she just lit up a room. That's what they always say about the lady that got murdered.
Yeah,
The bit as a whole does great. So
Yeah.
that's why I've never taken this chunk out. But I go, no, she didn't. She didn't light up anything. She was dull. If Patty was so bright, how come she couldn't outrun a hammer in her own driveway? That's my favorite.
I feel like that does good though. I've seen it do good.
It's a 30% rate.
Oh, but you just keep it anyway.
Yeah, because it's just such a great. If I saw another comedian say that sentence, I'd be like, oh.
Great sentence.
Those are the jokes we love, the ones that we like think other comedians are gonna love. And then the audience is like,
That's why I'm
It's like
excited.
Norm's whole career. We're all like, every comic's like, he's the greatest of all time.
But I wouldn't
Not-
think of anything Norm was thinking. But Dane's coming up next episode, and Dane Cook's a guy I would watch him at the Laugh Factory, and I'm like, like I totally would have thought about that, that. But then there's things that like kill, like what kills, and you're like, really?
Oh yeah, I got a few of those.
Well, I'll get you started. With me, it's when I'm talking about losing weight, and I love to eat ice cream sandwiches in the middle of the night, and people will go like, "Have you tried apple slices?" It's just something my wife said to me once.
Yeah.
But it
And
like
it does really good.
no, it like kill. Like I gotta wait them out.
Yeah.
I go, I like to eat in the middle of the night, and you tell somebody like, I can't lose weight because I love midnight snacking. I love ice cream, and you ever get these assholes? Have you tried apple slices?
Yeah.
Like they go, and I'm like, I just don't. It was funny when my wife said it. I thought it'd be like a little quick thing.
Oh, I love that though, because then it's like you don't even have to. You're just like, oh, I didn't have to put thought into this, and it's funny,
I go,
know.
what am I, a farmer? I'm gonna beat the trees with a stick on my walk to the outhouse, and that part doesn't get a laugh. And I'm like, that's the part I like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kills? And you're like, really?
I can't even think.
Which
man.
food bit?
Because I do it. Yeah, as you know, I do a ton of food jokes. If you look at my set list, it looks kind of like looks like a shopping list of things that I gotta pick up. Chicken nuggets. I'm trying to think of one that I do where I'm just like, I can't believe that works. Oh, something like whenever I did that nugget joke and I was like, you get a nugget, you get a nugget, you get a nugget. I hate doing it, but it always kills. But it feels so hacky when I do it.
Oh, like the Oprah.
Yeah,
like,
because
you get a
and
nugget.
it's like so old too, where it's like, oh my god, he's referencing something from like 15 years ago.
That's how I used to feel about the Pacino impression when I'd go, hoorah.
Oh, I love that. You ever see Rich Little, man? You'll see some old ass impressions, bro.
Man of 1,000 voices, all
Yeah.
of them dead.
Yeah, yeah. This is a Richard Nixon had a tea party with John Wayne
And Johnny Carson.
and Sammy Davis Jr.
He doesn't do Sammy Davis Jr.
I wish he would. That'd be funny.
I hate, speaking of nuggets, anybody else hate the word nugs?
Yeah.
Like in commercials, they're like, try our nugs.
I heard
I'm like,
nugs
"Don't
from just like weed.
Weed,
you know?
yeah.
Nugs.
That should be the
Like,
only
let me get
time
some
they're
nugs.
used.
I like he turned around. Like, yeah, man.
Yeah, the only people who talk about nugs are like stoners and like 8-year-olds who want chicken. They're like, can I get some nugs?
Yeah, nugs. Ugh. Ugh.
What's the most amount of drugs you bought at one time?
Oh, bro. What? This is crazy. One time I was in Vegas, I had won a bunch of money, and I barely remember this, but I met some coke dealer, and I just gave him $1,000, and he gave me probably, I didn't even count out like how much. It was a good amount, and
you ever
him
get
and I
burned
ended
on
up
a
doing
deal?
all of it together. So
Yeah, your new friend.
yeah.
What a great business model. I'm going to sell you coke, and we're going to do it together. You give me all the money, and I get half the profit.
Yeah. One time I bought a little baggie in New York. Have you you know how in Times Square there's a lot of drug dealers and stuff? And I love it because like to a drug dealer, I look like a hot chick. Like whenever they see me and they're like, oh damn, and I'm like, guys, fellas,
double
come on.
take.
Yeah, the music stops.
They catcall you.
Yeah, they do catcall. You're like, come here. So I bought a little baggie from this dude. I paid like $100. I go back to my place, and you know that feeling like right before you get the job, you're so excited. It's like Christmas. Yeah, your stomach starts hurting, man. And I get it up. I do a bump, and I was like, oh, it was all chunky and it's sweet. And I'm like, this is powdered sugar, man. This is powdered sugar. And the addict in me was like, this sucks. But the fat guy in me was like, okay. You know? I finished the bag.
You finished the bag?
I finished the bag.
Oh.
Then I did a line of flour. I'm like, let's make a cake. Fuck it. See, you set me up for a bit. I did the bit.
Well, so you're engaged.
I thought you were going to say you're gay. That's what it sounded like.
Who's your closest?
You're gay.
No, you're gay.
Who's your closest Asian friend?
Tom Tran.
I like Tom Tran.
Tom's great,
He's
bro.
a really good comedian.
I like Jimmy O Yang, too. But I feel like I see Tom Tran more.
Joe?
My closest Asian friend, Lawrence Ho, New Jersey guy, musician, good dude.
We're an Asian guy named Lawrence.
Lawrence, I know.
Yeah,
It's a
that is
mind
pretty
bender.
Yeah,
cool.
I was like Larry Ho.
Larry
I
Ho!
love Larry Ho. Did he play for the Mets? Sound like he might play for the Mets.
Larry Ho does sound like a long
Larry
relief
Ho.
guy.
Yeah, yeah.
A mop-up guy. Larry Ho. You're engaged? How long you been engaged?
I've been engaged for like almost a year.
Or you haven't set a date yet?
No, well, but we are doing the thing where you write down everyone you know and you just kind of like start crossing people off. That's crazy, right? Very Schindler's Listy, you know?
Well, not really.
You start making excuses for people like, well, they were kind of a dick to me that time, and we could barely see him.
Bro, we had like 8 people at our wedding. Like, where do you cut it off? Like the
I don't know.
1998
Well,
Lakers?
She's got a huge
Smush
family.
Parker?
Yeah.
Yeah, do we really have to invite,
Andrew
George-
Bynum's gonna need a lot of cake.
a womp bomb, a new mop with his little Richard hair? Remember he had like that little Richard hair?
Yeah.
Andrew Bynum. That's a good pull. Do you like being engaged?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. I like Jeannie and I will like, it's just nice. I come home. She likes to scratch my back. Like she likes it.
Oh, really?
Like she likes to
I don't-
massage me. She bought a massage table so she could massage me while she watches a show I don't want to watch.
Oh, I wish I could get the back scratch. Christy hates scratching my back. She bought me a back scratcher. It's like the stick with a tiny hand on it. It's
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
little
yeah.
baby, like no surface area. I use it to take dick pics. I'm like, whoa, this thing's huge. Look at the hand next to it. Jay set me up for that.
Stop saying that. You fucking dummy.
Okay. He didn't set me up for it.
Every fast food place goes out of business except one. Which one you saving?
Which one am I saving? I had this discussion the other day. Wendy's.
What, really?
Yeah, because they have.
That's who has the nugs.
Well, no. Well, they have a lot of things, and they have baked potatoes and salads too.
Oh, yeah. So it's like you're on a diet, really.
Well, I mean, it's like I'm just saying, if there's one, you want variety.
Yeah,
you
you
know
can
what
get chili at Wendy's.
Yeah, some people were like Chick-fil-A. I'm like, no, but then you're eventually gonna get tired of chicken, man.
Yeah.
Are
You
you?
know. Yeah, because at Wendy's you get chicken, you get beef, you get a baked potato. Have you had the Wendy's baked potato?
Not since I was in high school.
Oh, bro, it's so good. And it
You are a starch
comes with
guy.
that. I love
You
starch, man.
love
I love a
potatoes.
good starch and rice. I love
white rice.
bro.
That's probably one of my favorite foods.
If I could change any food to being healthy, it'd be mashed potatoes. If I could make mashed potatoes as nutritious as broccoli, that would be the one.
So me, Dustin, and my friend Kevin Chapman, who was on Person of Interest for, 8 years.
Yeah.
We're all at my house and we go to Whole Foods for lunch. And we go to the salad bar. This guy fills up like one of the, cardboard containers with just mashed potato. I've never seen it. I've never seen
wasn't
anybody.
just mashed. There was chicken in there
No,
too.
at first
chicken tenders.
it was
Just
on
a base. Just
it
a
was
base
on a
mash,
base.
yeah.
It was on a bed of
Yeah.
like it started, and I go, that's by weight. Like
Yeah.
they're gonna get you. 'Cause
Yeah.
it thing weighed like as much.
$41
It weighed
in mashed
like as much
potatoes.
as my
Bro,
Maltese.
it was like probably like $27, man. And I was, because I thought whenever you invite, I thought Jay was gonna pay for it. And Jay does so well in life, I thought they're like, oh, he's gonna obviously pay for it. And then he's like, I'll get this one, you get that one, to the self checkouts, and I'm like, what? So then I was like, should I put the potatoes back? Like, just go to the machine. Like, oh, that weighs a lot.
So then we're eating outside. I get like a slice of pizza, like a person. The way human beings eat. He's sitting there like a Thanksgiving. Like if it was Thanksgiving, you'd be like, "You want some meat?"
It was. It's in that little brown UPS box too that you're eating out of.
And Chappie's got like some salad. He's always eating salads.
Yeah.
And this guy walks by from the burger place. We're at this little table outside. It's me, Chappie, and he goes, "Oh my God, I saw you at the Comedy and Magic Club last night." This guy loses his mind because he sees Dustin. And he's like, "You're the best." And Chappie and I and Chappie was on Person of Interest. I was on Ghost Whisperer. Gary, I'm married. And the guy goes, "Oh, just Chewy, Dustin. Oh, thank you. Can I get a picture? Oh, great."
Great moment.
So and he walks away. I look at Chappie. I go, "Guess he doesn't get CBS."
That's got fans, man. I felt so good after that. Like, because getting recognized makes you feel good. But getting recognized like in front of Jay and Chappie, I was like, yeah, buddy.
How about this?
Just getting do you love getting recognized? Like you get recognized, it's just a great feeling. I think even people that are on the run.
I was with
from the
Corolla
law,
and got recognized, and they recognized me and not Corolla, and he was furious.
Really?
I could tell he was like, who is it? Who is that? I was like, I don't know. It's the Southwest attendant. I guess he listens to my podcast.
Getting recognized by flight attendants is pretty badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing's better than black people. Getting
that's
recognized by
yeah.
African Americans is like, it's worth like 4 white people.
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, that's why I'm pumped about one of
shit.
them days. I think I'm gonna have a new fan base. I'm gonna be like the Gary Owen now.
I took an assistant, the one that caught me masturbating, and our first meal together, we just by chance went to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, and it was like they handed out my photo and gave a description of me before. Like they went nuts.
Oh man,
everybody went nuts. The waitresses, the guy came out, the chef came out from the back, and I was just sitting there like, all right, yeah. It's
the best. Do you feel like does that like change how you act then? Because like if a server recognized me, then I'm like, oh, I gotta tip big.
Wow,
you know?
you're
Which
a
I always tip
fucking
good.
cheapskate anyway.
I always tip good. I am a cheapskate. Oh, you know what I did last night, bro? This is crazy. Okay, the place by my house has a $6 burger Thursdays, but you only get them if you eat there. So I ordered 3 burgers at the bar by myself, and then I took a bite out of each of them, and I was like, "Can I get this to go?" And
That's a good move.
The guy knew that I got him too. He was like, because I've tried it before, and they were like, "Well, you gotta eat some of it." So I had already taken the 3 bites out.
3 burgers.
3 burgers.
$6 doesn't sound cheap, by the way.
It's a good burger. It's a double smash burger with bacon.
I like smash burgers.
Yeah,
I like them a lot.
and you know what? Christy doesn't eat bacon, so I get her bacon.
I love bacon.
Yeah,
Bacon's
I do
good,
not
bro.
love bacon.
I'd be a terrible Muslim or Jew.
She likes fries though, so she gets all the good fries, and I get those little nasty.
So we agree getting recognized by African American people is like
10 times.
it's 10 times.
Yeah.
It's 10. Like Corey has no idea who I am still. He's like, I don't know.
All you do is come here, list your credits. He's still like nothing.
Yeah, I've never seen.
Never
this
seen
guy.
the Ghost
Yeah.
Whisperer.
Cowboy Dan this morning, I get a text. He goes, "Dude, I Googled your name. You were in 31 movies." That's my sponsor. Like, yeah.
Oh, the best.
I only know you from that ghost show.
Yeah. The best was when Cowboy Dan, like, we didn't have an opener at that casino in Buffalo, so we were like, Cowboy Dan, just go up and introduce me. And he's like, oh, okay. So-
How's everybody doing? Your first comedian? I know him as Chewy. You know him as Dustin Ybarra. He's a hot coming comedian. Come on out here, Dustin.
He said a hot coming comedian. He's a hot coming comedian. Dustin! Chewy!
Come on out here, Dustin.
Yeah.
He messed up my last name, too.
He's Mexican.
Dustin Ybarra.
And he's
Yeah, but
Mexican.
never
He's
do.
the same Mexican as you.
Yeah.
He's Garcia.
Gotta see you.
Okay, Joe, you got any questions for Chewy?
Well, I want one thing I want to do every episode if we've got time is I want to play a random IMDb poll from Jay's IMDb.
Okay.
Jay, 200 cigarettes.
Oh, wow. Yeah. One of the best compliments I ever got was from the director, Risa Brayman Garcia. We're on 6th Street in Manhattan. It's freezing cold out there. And I think it was like the director of photography is telling me something. And I'm just like, yeah. And he goes, listen. And she walks over. She goes, let me tell you something about JJ. He's deceptively attentive. Because I heard what he said. I'm just, looking around like this.
Do you know who wrote that movie?
No.
It's Larson. I don't know the first name, but I stayed with her grandma when I was in New York City. Like, I lived there with her when I didn't have any money. She let me stay.
The writer of 200 Cigarettes.
Yep.
Chappelle was in it. Everybody
I know.
was in it.
She said it was a huge deal because I remember her telling me about it, and I was like, oh, man.
Every New Year's, people DM me on Instagram like, best New Year's movie, man.
Shanna Larson.
Yeah, Leah Larson's daughter. That's crazy. I didn't know you were in that, man.
Yeah, I was the actor that was being like a bad boyfriend to Kate Hudson.
Oh, man.
We filmed in an Indian restaurant at 2 a.m. and watched rats fall out of pipes onto the grill and stand there and eat. The grill's like got that pilot light. It's still hot. Like if you put your hand on it, you go, ow. Rats would crawl out of like a pipe this big and like fall onto the grill and be like, hey, meat scraps. I've never been able to eat Indian food since because I was in that just because of that one restaurant. And I remember Kate Hudson had a crying scene and she took this big handful of wasabi. And they go, action. And she just put all this wasabi in her mouth and swallowed it. And her eyes just got like giant and red.
That's
like,
a good idea.
Wah!
Yeah.
She was cool. Like we have this argument and she slips in the snow and she gets dog shit on her back. And she's a good person. Kate's awesome. And she's the star of Jeannie's show, Running Point, where she plays like the owner of a basketball team. Kate Hudson. You know what? I'll get Kate on here. It'll be fun because we did 200 Cigarettes together. She was 18.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
She was so precocious. She'd be in the van like, don't you guys love sushi? I'm like, shut up. Shut up. More stories. Dustin's on Dustin Ybarra, Ybarra, or just go out and get something to eat. You'll probably bump into him.
One of them days?
One of them
In
days.
theaters today.
Corey, you going to see it? Yeah, hell yeah. Got to support the SZA and the Kiki. How about when you do a press junket, they're like, any on-set hijinks?
I've never known a press
Any big
junket.
pranks? Any big pranks? What's set like? How'd it go? So were you happy with it? How long were you on set?
I was on set for a day. Yeah.
Same. That was like me and Air.
Oh, it was great, dude.
And I got an offer for Air, and I don't think Ben Affleck thought I weighed 240 pounds when he made the offer. I'm playing the head of Adidas, and I waddle onto set, and he's like...
You were fat for like 3 weeks. It's crazy.
No.
Yeah, you were. I ran it. I was like, this guy was fat.
It was about 2 years.
I miss when you were fat. We would go out to eat, and he would eat the rice, and now he's like fucking with me, like, you're Mr. Carbs. I'm like, how quickly we forget.
When we were doing Last Comic Standing, the funniest thing I've ever heard on a set was we're waiting for Ralphie May. We're at the Tonight Show set. Mm-hmm. And I hear on a walkie-talkie, Ralphie's coming through the elephant doors. Hey, player. More stories. Tell your friends if you like it. If you don't like it, tell them anyway. We'll see you soon. Thank you, Joe Prano. Thank you, Dustin Ybarra. I'm Neil Patrick Harris.
Jay Moore's my uncle.